gig with Bad Sense.
How's it going?
I'm Miles.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Krista.
And I'm Ray.
Awesome, it's great to have you guys here. How's Colorado treating you this time around?
It's been great. We actually had a couple of days here to just kind of relax and hang out, and that's really nice. We really like Colorado. Colorado, it's so far west that it kind of feels so similar to home, but in a different way, where it's refreshing, but at the same time, you feel like, all right, we're at the end of this tour, because we just got off of it. But we're just wrapping up now tour, so it feels good.
I mean, Colorado doesn't have a beach, that's the only thing.
That's true.
That's the only downside.
It's more mountainous, but it's very
It is, very true. Alright, so how has the change been going from playing smaller shows to playing now bigger venues with bigger crowds?
There's not so much a change like that. The only change is now there are a few of those interspersed here and there. We're still doing like club shows, and there's a big variety on our tour. There's a big variety of the kind of venues that we're playing. We'll do our own show at like a 500 cap room or whatever, and then we'll do a festival like this for a 14,000 cap or whatever it is, and then there'll be some other smaller festivals, and it really varies. So the cool thing about that is it really keeps you on your toes as a band, where you're trying to just be able to perform under any circumstance and in any environment.
Right.
So that keeps us on our toes and it keeps us sharp. So we're constantly trying to adapt.
Okay, so you toured with the 1975 and Sir Sly. How was that experience for you?
That was great. That was our first like major tour, and that was back in April, May, and June. So that was a really good one. It was great to meet those guys, and it's always cool to travel and communicate and connect with like-minded musicians and people who have similar aspirations and taste in music and stuff. The 1975 guys were really good to us, and it was overall the experience and all the people that we met at all the shows and the relationships we established. It was wonderful.
Awesome. So with your growing fan base, have any of you had an incident with a crazy fangirl?
This has been a recurring question for the day. It mostly takes place online.
Oh, Twitter. Twitter is the place.
Twitter. It's a great source of entertainment. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know whether that will find its way into real life situations, but for now it's Twitter that's keeping us entertained with things like that. And it's all good fun, it's funny.
Right. That's good. You haven't had any like awkward, scary moments or anything. They can get crazy.
I'm sure there have been a few of there totally have, but there's none worth mentioning or singling people out for.
Okay, I can deal with that. So you just released your first album, Language and Perspective. What was a common theme that you guys found yourself writing about?
Well, the record really is just about kind of entering this stage of young adulthood or whatever, and all the things that come with that, and making mistakes and figuring out which choices are the ones that you need to make, and kind of wondering where you're going to be in a certain period of time, and wondering who you're going to turn into, and trying to shape the person that you'll turn into, and wondering if you can. And there's just so much that everyone's going through right now at this point in life. I know that's the basic umbrella that everything falls under. Love and all that stuff.
Right, so just young adulthood.
Sure.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
All right, can you describe it? Well, where did your album art come from?
The album art, well, we borrowed it's like an adaptation of the Zia symbol, which is like a Native American, like ancient symbol, whatever, and it represents, I found it represents the 4 stages of life, 4 seasons, and basically that great hotel, and also the number 4 was kind of just like a prominent ideal, I think, with this band, where there's 4 of us and there's 4 members, and it's really about the 4 pieces. So that was instantly, stuck out to us, and thought it was great, and it kind of seemed to fit the aesthetic and the vibe of the band. And our friend Zach Secular kind of put his own spin on it and made the album cover that you see today.
Right.
We're really happy with it.
It looks really good.
I think it represents the album really well, and you listen to the music and that image kind of conjures all of those feelings, I think.
Alright, so what are your future plans so far? Okay, this time you each have to say something.
Okay.
You have to speak up. It's okay, guys. You can do it.
Start with somebody else.
It's a lot of touring, that's for sure, and touring on the record that we just put out, and I feel like that's what's happening over the rest of this year, throughout the next year. Who knows?
Hopefully, in between touring, we can like find some time to get in the studio or something, finish up like more music.
Right. So do you guys have new music in the works then?
All the time, yeah. Well, the thing is, we never really set out and I don't even know what bands do it this way, but you always hear about it. It's not like we had all right, you have this period of time to write and record this record. You know, like the way that we kind of made the first album was we were always collecting ideas and songs were coming at any time, and we kind of would just enter the studio at given moments, and whatever was happening at that point when we were in the studio, all the ideas that we collected, we'd kind of bring them out and throw them on the table and go, all right, let's make these songs, and they would be born that way. So we're doing that right now. There's parts being written in songs that are in the works, so we hope to take a similar approach for the next record because it worked really well in the first one, I think. So we're always collecting ideas and thinking for the future. You know, that's what got us here.
Yeah, gotta have the plans ahead.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's all we have for you guys. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
I'm Clarity, signing off.